today is a huge day for crypto, and I'll explain why. The Genius Act, the Clarity Act, and the Anti-CBDC Act were passed in the House. And the Genius Act, having to do with stablecoins, is heading to Trump's desk, we think tomorrow, for him to sign that into law. I'm going to touch on what this means for the crypto industry, why coins are rallying, certain stocks are rallying as well, and what this really opens up for the rest of this crypto bull market, which I still believe we are in. If you don't think we're in a bull market, I think you're wrong. XRP just hit a new all-time high. Entirely different video on that coming soon. So why is the Genius Act so important? Well, it opens up for more people, for more institutions to issue their own stablecoins. And you could be saying, why does this matter? Well, it's going to bring a lot more people into the crypto ecosystem, because what we want for global adoption is more people having, even if it's just stablecoins, but then having those stablecoins and being like, oh, wow, I can buy XRP, Bitcoin, ETH directly in a wallet. And take a look right here. So major banks like Bank of America, JP Morgan, Citigroup, they say that the stablecoin bill, the Genius Act, could be a threat to their grip on payments, right? Because if you're allowing just anybody to park their money in USDC or another stablecoin, it takes away from relying on banks to custody your dollars, literally to hold your dollars in their accounts, and also how much money they make transferring and moving crypto across the world. These massive wire fees will no longer be a thing. Cross-border payments will become a lot cheaper and easier. And here, senior bankers are exploring tools like deposit tokens, like the JP Morgan coin, right? And bank-issued stablecoins to defend their grip on payments. And they're also looking to provide custody for crypto as well. So it's like, hey, whatever crypto you got, whatever stablecoins you have, give it to us. We will custody your crypto. We will custody your stablecoins, because they want to collect fees and they do not want to lose customers to other platforms that are more crypto friendly. And next, the Clarity Act was passed today in the House, which gives a lot more literal clarity about which coins are going to be commodities or securities. And if you've been in crypto for any period of time, you know that myself and other people on YouTube have been talking about, is this coin a commodity or is this coin a security? What does the SEC say? Will they regulate it? We don't know. There was so much lack of clarity for years. So this is going to be huge. And this is why a lot of DeFi platforms are rallying really, really hard. Taking a look right here to Ethereum, it has massively rallied from the low of this year. So back around April, basically when Trump announced the tariffs, Ethereum has rallied 147%. Now, we were a little bit higher when we hit the peak end of 2024 at around $4,000, but in my opinion, we are going to be getting back there very soon. XRP, new all-time high, literally today, incredible. So from the low in April, XRP has made insane moves of around 122%. So congratulations on everyone holding XRP, but this is a byproduct of this legislation being passed. It's a byproduct of, again, having more clarity on what's going on. Because guys, I've been in the space for a very, very, very long time. And a lot of you guys remember and are aware of these lawsuits that were taking place all the time. XRP, Uniswap, you know, just name it, Circle, Coinbase. I mean, these companies were just always getting Wells notices, or they were always in lawsuits. And it was just this massive storm of, you know what, of uncertainty. So investors were like, we don't want to get into these because we don't really know what's going to happen. Now there is literally going to be more clarity. And it certainly looks like we are back here into phase 2. Now you can replace Ethereum with Solana, with Sui, with BNB, basically large layer ones, large cap layer 1 coins. A lot of capital moves from Bitcoin into these larger layer ones and then going down the list to smaller cap coins. Taking a look right here, we can see that for the day is up a lot. HBAR up 22%, XRP, again, new all-time high. Algo, 16%. We even see Crow, which has their own native blockchain, Kronos, up 12% today as well. So a lot of this clarity is, again, giving investors confidence to jump into this market. And we're seeing a flow. If I head back here, pulling up Bitcoin dominance really quick, I haven't checked this today, but my guess is we are down. Yup. So these are the daily candles, and we are down a ton from around 66% June 27th to where we are now, 61%. That's a big, big drop, guys. I mean, take a look at what we saw end of last year, where we saw XRP have that other rally. Bitcoin dominance dropped around 11%. And we just saw a drop of Bitcoin dominance around half that, 6%. So if we continue, we could totally see a massive alt rally like we are kind of beginning to see. Now, the real one people are waiting for is right here. If you hold any sort of altcoins, it's this massive drop we saw in 2021 where Bitcoin dominance dropped around 30%. So we're not there yet, but this could be the start. We'll see. And Rob over from Digital Asset News essentially calls what happened today a wet dream for permabulls, basically people that only want the price to go up. It's pretty incredible. Again, Clarity Act, Genius Act, and I didn't mention this, but the Anti-CBDC Act were all passed in the House. And there's talk of eliminating capital gains tax on transactions less than $600. And that actually is right around here. This was in a press conference that is still something Trump wants to do. There are some issues because I think there's a yearly cap of $5,000. So it's not incredible yet, but it's a step. It's a step in the right direction. And now Trump is saying that he wants to open U.S. retirement accounts to crypto. The president is preparing an executive order to allow 401k plans to tap a broad pool of alternative assets. That's crazy. That's a crazy, crazy thing. I mean, it's good. I'm really happy, but it's just been an insanely huge day today. We're also going to see, in my opinion, MicroStrategy join the S&P 500. And that is going to literally drive 401ks and pension plans and index funds that have trillions of dollars into Bitcoin, because MicroStrategy is a proxy for Bitcoin. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on right now. Coinbase going up a ton as well. And then we have Circle, which is the issuer of USDC, having an incredible day today. We are seeing massive moves. The IPO itself was insane, right? The IPO was like 60 to 300. And this chart showing ETH is coming back up to possibly hit where we saw in 2021 and 2022. Now for ETH, we went well above this top band. This is going to be the logarithmic regression rainbow. And we saw the same thing in 2017 as well. So if we cross this green line, I would be aggressively taking profits for ETH and altcoins. So I'll cover that more, obviously, if we get there. So make sure to like and obviously subscribe to the station because I will be covering that in future videos. But right now, that would bring ETH at around, looks like $9,000. So a 3x, a little less than a 3x from where we are now. And a lot of people think that ETH is going to go to $10,000, right? So we push this out to the end of the year, and we're looking at a $10,000 ETH if it just touches the top green line, let alone go well above it like we saw back in 2021. XRP making huge, huge moves for the cycle. So from the very bottom of the cycle, which is going to be June of 2022, it has done an 11.67x. Absolutely amazing for ETH. Bitcoin is doing incredible as well. It is tracking what it did back in 2021. It's actually doing better than 2021. I doubt it'll do as well as it did in 2017 just because it's a larger asset class. But I could be wrong because, again, if MicroStrategy or strategy gets added to the S&P and all of these things happen all at once, we're seeing nations buy it, the US acquires more. There's so many catalysts that could possibly drive the price of Bitcoin to hit what it did back in 2017, which at its peak did around a 19x. So that would be a lot. I mean, right now we are at, if I can see right here, we are at around a 1.2x. So yeah, I mean, doing another, 15x or so would be an insane price of Bitcoin, but it's kind of impossible to know. I mean, 2021, we saw a 1.5x, or actually at the peak, we saw about a 2x for Bitcoin. So, we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted there. Bitcoin is not technically in a bubble yet. It has not broken out of the green lines like we saw in 2017 right here. and 2021. So subscribe if you want to catch me talking about it when we break out of these bands, because that's pretty important. And then the crypto market cap and trend line, we are still again below and just hovering around this red line. We have not broken above it like we saw in 2021, where then for me, it would be time to start aggressively taking profits on coins that I wanted to take profits on. And speaking of taking profits and buying coins, if you want to check out BTCC, if you are a trader, the 40% lower trading fees are really substantial if you are a high volume trader. It makes a large difference. You can get this using my link below. So if you are a trader, you may want to consider checking them out below. So that is it for this video. An exceptional day for crypto, laws passed, clarity, regulatory clarity, XRP, new all-time high, Circle, Coinbase blasting. So much is happening. Not getting taxed on small crypto transactions. I mean, there's so much happening here. So hope you guys are doing well. Until next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.